Hey, hey, everyone, and welcome to number 8 in this series of training for Repurpose.io. I'm Yang Pratt from the Podcasting Ninja, and of course, I'm here with Mr. Hanimura, the man himself, the developer of the software, and we are excited to dive in today to ways that you can make your repurposed content even easier to distribute. Hey, Hanny.
Hey, Young. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Well, here for me, it's noon, so I don't know what you say, morning or good afternoon. So we'll say good noon.
Good noon. I like that.
How's everyone doing? All right. Aaron's in the house. All right. All right.
Hey, Aaron.
I just spoke with Aaron, actually. Just had a conversation with Aaron. He's up to some good stuff, and we might be up to some good stuff together. So stay tuned. 2020 is going to be a fun year for Repurpose and for all of us repurpose ninjas.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, just the idea of 2020, that's just a fun thing to say. So I'm sure it's going to bring with it some awesome things. And I know towards the end of today's video, you're going to show us some of the cool things that are coming in 2020 that we can all get very excited about, because it's something that I've been secretly wishing for a while now. And here you are answering my wishes. So thank you for that.
All right. All right. Repurposing ninjas unite. I like that.
Absolutely. Hey, all Deanna.
Right. Deanna's here. Good morning. Good evening. All right. So, wow. Excuse me. I'm just recovering from a flu/cold last week, but I'm ready to rock. So Annette's in the house too. All right. So we got get some people in the house. So let's do this. So today the main topic is I get a lot of questions about how do I get my content onto IGTV or onto Instagram? Can I do it directly from Repurpose? How does that process look like? And so I thought, you know what, let's take a chance. Let's take the opportunity now to talk about this and just kind of share how that goes and demo it. So in general, as you probably know by now, we recently released about a month ago now, LinkedIn integration. So we're getting close to getting all the social media platforms direct upload to all social platforms. So now we can direct upload to YouTube, we can do direct upload to Facebook, to Twitter, and now to LinkedIn company pages. So kind of the last piece here is Instagram and Instagram TV, and it's not something that we're lazy and we're not doing. It's just the fact that Instagram hasn't opened up to everybody this ability. But the great news is Facebook itself, Facebook/Instagram, has a tool that allows you to take a video, any video, and upload it to Instagram TV or to your Instagram feed. And even better, lets you schedule it. So this is what today's demo is going to be. So I'm going to show you how to take a video, use Repurpose, whether it's a podcast or any video, use Repurpose to send it to your Dropbox folder or to your Google Drive folder. And then you download it from there, and then you can use the Facebook Creator Studio to schedule it. So I'm going to kind of demo that whole workflow and just show you how that works. And then we'll get into some exciting news of what's coming up in 2020. I think super exciting. I'm excited. I'm always excited. I'm sorry. When you create stuff, you're always excited about what's coming next. So you don't have time to appreciate what you created because you already moved on to the next thing. And how do we make it even better?
Well, we'll appreciate it for you. How's that?
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys appreciate it.
Definitely appreciate all the new updates, because every time you roll something out, it's always such a big deal, and it just means that more people are able to repurpose more of their content more easily, which is the key to this whole tool in the first place. So thank you.
All right. Well, my pleasure. This is what I'm all about, is keeping things simple and keeping you more productive, you as the content creator. All right. So I'm going to share my screen, and hopefully we don't have any hiccups here. And we'll get right to it. Can you still see me okay?
Yeah, kind of cut out there for a minute. And Taylor, we're using StreamYard to go live, if you're curious about that.
Yeah, right now we're using a tool called StreamYard. Yeah, it's a great tool. Well, they're all great tools, to be honest with you. BeLive, StreamYard, all these are great tools. Ecamm's another great tool. Okay, boom, boom, boom. What am I doing? I am sharing my screen.
Sharing your screen.
And we're going to walk through the process. So I'm just going to say share my entire screen. Ooh, cool. All right. So let's go to Repurpose here. Okay, so, whoop, what happened there? Okay. So just to recap, what I'm going to demo right now is how to get your content onto IGTV or onto your Instagram feed using Repurpose. So again, we can't publish directly to Repurpose, to Instagram or Instagram TV. So the only way to do it is to send it to your Dropbox or Google Drive. So I'm going to go ahead and make a new workflow. I'm just going to call it, IGTV as an example. It could be, you can take your audio podcast and convert that to a video, or you can take a Facebook video. Either way, the process is exactly the same. So I'm just going to say Facebook video. I'm going to grab it from one of my test pages and pick my test page and say go. You have the option to choose full video, or if you want to do a snippet. So a couple of things to keep in mind. Instagram itself requires you, I think up to a minute max, 60 seconds is the limit. And Instagram TV, for most people, the limit is 10 minutes. So if your content is longer than that, then you want to do snippets. If your content is within those ranges, you can just stick with the full video. So I'm just going to keep full video for the demo. And I want to send it to my Dropbox. So if you don't see Dropbox in this list or Google Drive, then you want to go to your connections page and add them as a connection. So I've already done that. But if you haven't, or you don't see them in here, go to connections and choose Dropbox, Google Drive, say add connection. And then when you make your workflow, you'll see them here in the list. So I'm going to pick Dropbox. For Dropbox, you can choose which folder you want to send it to. It's going to pop up here. You can choose any of your folders on your Dropbox folder, or you can just leave it as default to just the main Dropbox. So that's cool. And I'm going to leave it default and say go. It's going to take a couple seconds and make my workflow. And I'm going to go under my view videos. It's going to show me all my videos. So by the way, you're looking at our test site. So you're going to see a couple of, it might look slightly different than what you see. So you guys are getting like a little behind the scenes look here. One thing I want to share with you guys is now we give you the length of the video. So because sometimes when you make a video, it's hard to remember, this is a 1 minute video or is it 2 hours. So we'll give you how long the video is, and then we also show you the captions. So if you have captions turned on Facebook, it tells you CC, and if you click on it, it'll show you the captions file. So you can download that and use that with other softwares as well. So we're just making the interface a little easier for those who are using captions on Facebook. But let me just get back to what I was trying to do. So I'm going to go to the settings, which is the gear icon. And because I'm going to IGTV, still recommended that we switch the video style to vertical. Okay, so I'm going to do that because this video's, I turned on captions on my video. So I'm going to turn this option on, which will burn the captions into the video. You don't have to use this feature. If you don't have captions on your video, no problem. You can just add static text below. So I'm just going to use it. I'm going to tell it to use the captions because I already have captions, and hit save. Right. So then you click publish just like usual, and you're good to go. It's going to take a few minutes, so I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to show you another workflow I created that already has the video published. So if I go to this workflow here, I've already published a video. I just wanted to save you guys time. So I have a video here in my Dropbox that is vertical and is ready to go. So once you publish your video, you want to open up the link, go to Dropbox, go ahead and click download. So you download it to your computer. All right, cool. It's all done. Now the fun stuff happens. So Facebook has an amazing tool called Creator Studio. It's free. It's a web-based tool. All you need to do is head on over to facebook.com/creator studio. And this works with pages. So you got to make sure you have a Facebook page. Once you do that, Creator Studio is designed to work with Facebook, but also designed to work with your Instagram account. So if you haven't connected your Instagram account, you'll see a little icon up here that says Instagram, connect it. It'll tell you to connect it. I've already connected it. So if I click on Instagram, it shows me all my library, all my posts and that kind of good stuff. But the cool part is I can say create post. I can create an Instagram TV post or an Instagram feed post. So because my video is vertical, I made it for Instagram TV. I'm going to click create Instagram TV. It's going to say, where's your video file? I'm going to browse over to my downloads folder, the one I just downloaded just now. Say choose and give it a title. I'm not going to actually publish this, but this is how you would do it. You can even choose a cover image. You can choose one. It shows you all the different clips from your video. It's hard to see probably on my screen share, but you can see, you can choose one, or you can upload your own if you have your own image. And then you want to have this option checked on, share to your feed. Just gives you more exposure by sharing the IGTV to your Instagram feed. Then you click publish. Or even better, if you want to schedule this, you just click this and you can say schedule. And so I can schedule this to go out Monday morning, for example. So you no longer have to just go on your phone or go on your browser and upload a video and it'll force it to be published on that day to IGTV. You can now use this free tool from Facebook called Creator Studio. And facebook.com/Creator Studio. Grab any video file from Repurpose. We've optimized them all so they're fully compatible. In the past, a couple people had issues with files from Repurpose and other softwares. We spent a lot of time. We fixed that. So now any file that you output in vertical format is fully compatible with Creator Studio. And now you can just publish directly, or you can even schedule, which is amazing. Like, this is just
so good.
So good. So you can imagine taking all your Facebook videos from Repurpose, spitting out, have it output maybe, 5, 6, 7 clips from a single video, or you can have, 7 different videos, all sent to your Dropbox, already in the perfect format, vertical format with a nice headline, title, etc. And then all you got to do is go in and have you or someone on your team just schedule them all. So you have a whole week or a whole month worth of content that gets dripped out to IGTV automatically.
Awesome. Awesome. So Taylor has a question. I'm going to pop it on the screen. If your video exceeds the Instagram or IGTV limit, will the video just be cut short or will it throw an error?
Within Repurpose? Well, Repurpose doesn't know. It doesn't publish directly. So basically, the short answer is if your video is too long and you try to drag it into the Creator Studio, it's going to say, oh, this video is not compatible.
Okay.
Yeah. So it will tell you.
And Laura has a comment too. She just said, FYI, Creator Studio files to IGTV need to be a minimum of 60 seconds and can be a max of 60 minutes.
Yeah,
really?
That is a very good point, because I was testing with shorter videos and it kept complaining, and then I realized they were too short. That's an amazing point. Thank you, Laura. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. That's a really good thing. So if you have over 10 minutes, now you're good to go. You can just put the whole thing over on IGTV. That's an awesome, awesome, awesome way to repurpose your content.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's a great part. I'm so glad you mentioned that. I struggled with that in the beginning. I'm like, why isn't it working? It's under 60 minutes. And then I realized, oh, it's under 60 seconds. So it's under a minute. They don't like it. So basically what I'm getting from Instagram is if you're going to do short videos under a minute, you got to go to your Instagram feed. Don't use IGTV for short form content. They want you to do under a minute, direct post or upload to your Instagram feed. If you want longer content, then that's the idea behind Instagram TV. So this is what I'm getting from all these requirements and limits. And the one thing I wanted to also mention is, really quick, if you want to go to your Instagram feed, the process is very similar. You make another workflow. I'm not going to do, well, I'll do it. Why not? Just real quick here. So I'll say Instagram feed, for example. I could I'll just take a Facebook video. The one thing I want to mention is you want to make it square. So that's really important. Instagram feed needs to be square. Instagram TV doesn't need to be horizontal. Doesn't need to be vertical anymore. They've changed that recently, but I still recommend that you do it vertical. It looks better. It fills the whole screen better, and it's just better. So because this time I'm going to Instagram, I know I'm going to my Instagram feed. I know it has to be under a minute, so I want to use the snippet tool here for sure. And then I'm going to send it again to my Dropbox. So the process is the same. You still got to send it to your Dropbox or a Google Drive folder. And so the only difference I want to show you is just make sure you set that. Make sure you trim your clip down to 30 seconds. Sorry, under 60 seconds. So you go to View Videos, and you can trim it under 60 seconds. So I'll just do that. I'll just say test, say 45 seconds. So you make a clip. This is our trimmer tool. So you can go, actually, never mind. This whole video is 15 seconds long. Let me pick it up. I should have read that up here. Let me just, let's say, grab this one. So I can just drag this and grab actually, I could even just change this to 45 seconds. So now I have a 45-second chunk, and I can say create snippet. And there's my snippet right here. And hit publish. Sorry, before I hit publish, make sure you go under the settings and change this to square.
To square. Okay.
Yeah. So IG feed, we write it down in here. So it's LinkedIn. For LinkedIn, IG feed, Facebook, Twitter, we recommend square. Oh, yeah, we recommend square. And that's basically it. Hit save and hit publish just like before. Now, since we're on this topic of sizes and time and stuff, it's confusing, right? I live, breathe this stuff all the time. So I got almost everything memorized, and I still mess it up. So what we did was, if you go under your help file, so this in the top right is a question mark. Under here, we added what's called a video cheat sheet. So if you click on this, we have a nice simple PDF that shows you supported sizes for each platform and the maximum duration for each platform. So this is like a quick, easy access to the sheet. So you can, if you're not sure, you can just click here and say, 10 minutes is for LinkedIn, and 60 seconds for Instagram, and 30 seconds for Twitter, and 10 minutes for IGTV, 2 hours for Facebook, and 12 hours apparently for YouTube. I never tested that, but apparently that's what it is.
This is very cool. Thanks for adding that. We'll see you print it off and pop it right next to your computer as you're working and creating all these connections and workflows. So Aaron brought up a good point here too. He said, if I remember right, when you upload a video over 10 minutes to IGTV, you can choose the option to show IGTV preview in your IG feed. Yes, absolutely. Yes. That is a great thing to remember as well.
Yeah, you can do that even in the Facebook Creator Studio. You have the option here, whether it's down here, share preview to feed.
Oh, you're not sharing the screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hate when I do that. Okay, sorry. Back here again, inside the Facebook Creator Studio. You can, if you're publishing now or scheduling, it doesn't matter. You have the option to share your preview to your Instagram feed. So by default, it's on, which is a great thing. So that any video on IGTV gets automatic exposure on your feed. So someone can watch on your feed and automatically can click through to finish watching on IGTV. It's a very seamless experience.
Perfect.
For someone listening or someone watching.
So Taylor has a question too on automating, right? We're all about automating. Any ideas for automating the posting of IGTV? Does anyone know of Zapier or Integromat or IFTTT supports automating the actual IGTV post? I don't know of another tool that actually allows the scheduling for IGTV in particular. Do you, Hanny?
No, I don't believe any tool can do that except for IGTV. No tool can do that as far as I know. Facebook Creator Studio is the only way. So you can use Repurpose or any tool just to create all these videos, and then you can schedule them just the way I showed you using the Facebook Creator Studio.
Right.
For Instagram itself, I believe some tools like Buffer maybe Hootsuite. I'm not sure. There's a few select groups, a select group of tools that have been given permission, and we're just waiting our turn. Like they're not allowing anybody else to apply to upload to Instagram feed. But I'm just sure it's just a matter of time. They don't want people to be spamming the platform. So we're waiting for that. And basically, we're waiting for access to Instagram TV. But with this Creator Studio, it's amazing. The fact that you can schedule both Instagram feeds and IG, especially IGTV, because I don't think any other software can do IGTV.
And that's a really good point. Yeah, for sure. It's all about you're repurposing this content with a specific purpose, and we're being able to put it on more platforms. Part of the process is manual. However, the fact that you can schedule it out for as long as you like, that's a huge time saver as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can have all these videos just in your Dropbox, download them all, and then queue them up for the future for uploading. So and that's asking us to repeat again, please, to post to IGTV, use Facebook Creator, which means your video must have been done from a business page. No, actually, technically not. So your video, because we're using Repurpose, you can use any video. It can be an audio that we convert to a video. Any video that Repurpose can create. So it doesn't have to be on your business page. You just take a video. Let's take an example. I have an audio podcast. I convert the audio into a video. Or I have any video that's on my hard drive or my Google Drive. I can use Repurpose to convert it into a vertical video. And then I can use Creator Studio, link my Instagram account to it, and then publish there. So I believe the only requirement is that you link your Instagram account to your Facebook page. I think it's kind of a one-time thing. But the content doesn't have to be on your page. You just need to have your account linked, your Facebook account linked to a business page. And I'm not 100% sure, but you may have to convert your Instagram account into a business account. There's no difference, not much difference, but I think you may have to do that one-time thing.
Right.
I've done mine a long time ago, so I don't know if that's a requirement or not. But basically, the easiest way to check is go to facebook.com/Creator Studio, and you should see the icon on top for Instagram up here. So normally you'll land here, and it should say, connect your Instagram account. And then that's the best way to test it and make sure that you got it working.
Awesome. And if you have other videos and you want to repurpose them and make snippets, I have a private Facebook group that I use a lot. I'll report even class content in there, and I'll actually automate it and create the workflow and the connections through Repurpose. And then I can use those videos too. And they don't have to be on my Facebook page natively. I can add them later, and that would be a perfect way for you to get other videos that you have, like Candy said, on your hard drive that you can still repurpose them, resize them, and then put them into Creator Studio and share them that way as well.
Yeah. So you can, for those who may not know, you can, when you create a workflow from Repurpose, I showed it where you create a Facebook video as your starting point. I've showed in the past, you can use an audio podcast as a starting point, but we also have the ability to just say, go to my Dropbox, go to this folder, and then show me all my videos there. So you can use Dropbox as a starting point. So you put all your videos in a Dropbox, and then you can convert those to vertical or whatever you want, and then send them back to another folder on your Dropbox if you want, and then schedule them on IGTV. So there's ways to do that. So you can use Dropbox or Google Drive as an input or starting point.
So many folders. Let's see. There's lots of stuff coming in here. Let's see. Taylor says she's thinking that Restream Scheduler might actually work. So Repurpose to Restream to IG. Do you know anything about that?
Restream is all live though. Like Restream is designed while you're live on Facebook. You can't send content to Restream. Restream is like if you're streaming live on Facebook, you can have a stream to other platforms at the same time. So, but
there's not a direct stream though to IGTV, correct?
I don't know. I don't think I don't know, actually. I don't know.
I don't use the tool myself, so I'm not sure that
I bought it. I haven't used it, to be perfectly honest. So it'd be curious to know.
Yeah, so she said Restream doesn't do IG.
Okay. Well, it'd be awesome to share in the group. Like if someone's got it figured out, like this would be awesome. I'm sure it'd help.
Yeah, I don't know what Lula. Have you heard of the tool Lula?
I've heard the name. I haven't played around with it. I've heard the name before come up a few times, but yeah, it'd be awesome if you can share it, Taylor. It'd be so awesome. Share in the Facebook group just to let people know what you're up to and what you got working. What hacks? I love hacks. So if you can get a hack working, that'd be so cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. So Annette does a cooking show on her personal page that she uploads to YouTube. So she's then downloading the video and uploading it to Dropbox, then loading it to Repurpose.
No. No need.
Yeah, there's a connection directly from Facebook to YouTube. Definitely, we want to take out that download upload time, because I know, like, for folks like me that live in small rural areas, the internet takes forever to do these kind of things. So definitely let Repurpose take that video and put it over onto YouTube for you and to Dropbox directly for you.
Exactly. So you can have one workflow that says take my video from my page, send it to YouTube for me. Have another rule that says take that video from my page, convert it to vertical, and send it to my Dropbox, so that it's ready for IGTV.
Right. And she's going from her personal page. Can you repurpose from your personal page as well?
You can repurpose from your personal page, but you cannot. You can't repurpose to your personal page. They eliminated that last year. Yep,
and Taylor answered before we did that there's no need to download and upload to Repurpose. Yeah, you can take it directly from your page over to YouTube and Dropbox. Yeah, that's a huge time saver, especially with a 45-minute show. It's a lot of video to move, and that takes a long time. So definitely, I think we've chopped off a couple hours in your workflow every week there, Laura. Or Annette, sorry.
So many great questions today. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I love it. We're getting very, very ninja now with these different hacks and tools, and so I'm loving the conversation. Let's see. This is a good question from Laura. She's a 4 gig MP4 720 pixel file. Let's see. Will Repurpose compress it to the right size, since the max size is 3.6 gigs?
When we convert it to a vertical, you mean? I mean, it does get rendered into another video. So let's say your video is horizontal and we make it to a vertical video. It's going to get compressed into a size that should be okay. I mean, unless the video is 2-3 hours long, it may be an issue. The only thing I want to mention is that there is a limit right now. We're trying to get around it. I'm not sure if it's our side or it's Google Drive side, but it seems like any file bigger than 700 megs, it doesn't show up in a Repurpose in your Dropbox, in your Google Drive folder. It wasn't showing up for us, so we had to put a limit there. So if you say Google Drive as an input and you don't see your video, you may need to try to shrink it a bit before you put it on Google Drive. I'm not sure if this is our limit or if it's a limit on Google Drive side. We're still trying to work that out. Just keep that in mind. If you don't see a video in your Google Drive folder within Repurpose, then it has to be under 700 megs. It's a bit annoying. I apologize.
Yeah. And Dropbox doesn't have the same limitation, right? Because I've never had a problem using Dropbox. I frequently run into more issues with Google Drive.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, it could be issues on our side, to be honest with you. But we had experience where we couldn't see videos. I think it was only Google Drive, though. We couldn't see it in the list of videos when it's more than 700 megs. So just, if you run into issues, keep that in mind.
All right. So I'm going through all the comments here. So there's so much great dialogue happening over in the comments. I'm loving it.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. Annette asks about Restream again. Is it only available to use on a laptop? I don't know the answer.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Restream. I did buy a license. I never used it. To be perfectly honest with you, for those who are interested in restreaming, like multi-streaming, this tool here, StreamYard, just released the ability to multi-stream. So you don't need Restream anymore. If you're using StreamYard, you can go live on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube all at the same time if you wanted to. So check that out. Check out this tool called StreamYard. That's the one we're using right now. Right now, I'm just going live to Facebook. But if you wanted to, you had options to automate that.
Let's see what it is. Cool. I didn't know I could download with Repurpose to my Dropbox.
Oh yeah, you can make as many rules as you want and have one go to YouTube, one go to Dropbox, one little snippet go to Twitter, and one go to LinkedIn, and one go to you can. The list goes on and on and on. So the only thing you got to keep in mind is you do need to be on the content marketer plan to do the Dropbox and stuff. So if you're on the podcaster plan or live stream plan, you might not see the Dropbox option, or so you got to be on the content marketer plan. Good
point. Erin, I totally agree that using anything but Repurpose to move videos doesn't make any sense. Absolutely.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So true.
Yeah,
one of my favorite features.
Yeah, we take over. We do all the heavy lifting in terms of downloading and uploading for you. So nothing goes to your computer, and you don't have to use internet bandwidth. You don't even need to have internet. You just need basic internet so that you can tell the workflow to go, and then our servers take care of it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Cool. All right. So, so any questions specific to IGTV? It's, to be honest, it's like one of the last pieces. I really can't wait. I just can't wait till they allow access for us so we can be direct publishing to IGTV and to Instagram. But that seems to be the missing piece right now. Yeah. What about Google Drive? Yeah, I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure it's just a matter of time. They don't want all that people spamming, and they just haven't opened the doors to everybody yet. So Laura's asking what Google Drive, same deal. I think the podcaster plan only lets you go from audio to YouTube, audio to Facebook. That's it. Live streamer plan takes you go from one Facebook page to YouTube. That's it. Content marketer plan lets you do everything. So you can go from podcast to YouTube, podcast to Google Drive to YouTube, whatever you want. It's basically lets you do it all. The content marketer plan. And it's only $20 a month, so it's not expensive at all. Okay.
Well, and just meaning that videos are backed up someplace safe where you have access to them, because I've heard some horror stories lately about people getting locked out of their Facebook pages. They're in Facebook jail for a while. They have no access to their videos because they just live natively on the platform. So definitely do yourself a favor, grab the content marketing plan, because you want to be able to access your videos whenever you need them, not whenever someone else allows you to access your stuff.
That's a great point. I think you mentioned this when we talked a few months ago. I never look at it as a backup tool, but it's a great
absolutely backup.
Yeah, like if somebody shuts down, if you do something wrong and Facebook's like, nope, I don't like you, shut down, all your videos are gone. Yeah. But if you have a workflow that sends out all your videos to your Dropbox folder, your Google Drive, at least you've got a backup of all your files.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, and you definitely want to have control over all of your own content, and don't let anyone else tell you that you can't get to it because you broke a rule or something. So definitely just do yourself a favor.
Yeah, just
just make sure you're backing up all those videos and letting Repurpose do all of that moving of the videos around, like Erin said. To do it yourself doesn't make any sense. So just let the tool take care of moving all that data so that you can do something else that's more productive.
Nice, totally. All right, so I think we've kept people hanging on for, well, it's already past half an hour. So
some good stuff coming. Let's dive in.
Part of this segment of the show that we do every month is we want to get people excited about what's coming. You guys are, hardcore users, big fans. You've made the time to be here. So I'm going to show you what's coming up in Repurpose in early 2020. Something we're working on right now. So what I'm going to show you is kind of like our test site, which is, most people don't do that and they don't like to show test site, but I like to do it. It's just fun. And you get to see a sneak peek of what's coming. So let me just share my screen and hop back into Repurpose really quick. So now in Repurpose, you have, I use all my test workflow. If I pick any workflow, excuse me. Sorry, let me go back. Let's pick this workflow, for example. You click publish and you do your thing, and then you say publish now. Now, that's not always convenient because sometimes you don't want to publish the video now to LinkedIn, or you don't want to publish it to Twitter. You want to schedule it. So we are in the process of adding a schedule option.
Woo!
So any workflow you have, any workflow, no matter where you're starting from, where you're going to, we will have a scheduler that lets you pick the date, pick the time, and hit schedule. And it's going to do a couple of things. It's going to make the video in advance, because sometimes there's some errors that happen or something happens. So it's going to make the video almost right away, pre-process it, make it, and then put it somewhere safe until the date comes and the time comes, and then it's going to upload it. So if there's an error, if there's something that goes wrong, it's going to let you know before the schedule date. You're not going to be surprised on the schedule date. You're not going to be like, oh, error on the day it published, or something went wrong, or something happened. So it's going to make the video in advance, put it somewhere safe, and then let you know. And then that's also going to let you know when it's published. So it's going to send you an email saying your scheduled video has been published. So that's the goal. That's what we're working on. I'm so excited about this. Like this is a really, Repurpose is a time saver, but this is going to help you not only save time, but also help you plan out content. So that's kind of the first step. We have a lot of exciting things related to scheduling. For example, we're also looking at the ability to have an incremental scheduler, meaning let's say that episode goes live on one day. You can say, wait 1 day and then send the video to YouTube. Wait 2 days and send the video to Facebook. Wait 3 days. So that kind of scheduling ability is also coming as well. But the first phase of scheduling is pick an episode, pick a date, and we'll make the video and have it ready to go on that date. And it'll just get published at 1 o'clock p.m. So I'm super excited about this. It's already in the works. And we're hoping to get this out in January.
Awesome. Everyone's excited. They're saying they love it. They can't wait. Cool, amazing feature. Absolutely. Let's see. Let's see. Aaron says he lost a Facebook video last week because of Repurpose. I was able to get it from my Dropbox folder or my YouTube channel. Absolutely. Yes. Because sometimes things just, disappear in Facebook land. I know it's weird and no one knows why that happens sometimes. So Aaron, I'm glad you were able to get it from your Dropbox folder directly or from YouTube, because your content is your content. You want to be able to have access no matter when and where.
Yes, totally. I'm glad it saved you. I've actually heard a few people had the same thing where they made a video and some glitch happened and it got lost, but they were able to recover it from a Dropbox folder or something like that. So yes, I'm glad it wasn't like the main design of the software, but I'm glad it's the perfect use case for someone.
It's such a good feature though, that anyone who's creating content, I really believe needs to be backing it up. And the fact that we don't have to do it manually now is a huge thanks to you, Hanny.
All right, awesome. I'm so happy.
Let's see. Taylor says, this is an automation I'm working on as a central component. Oh, we might need to look at that separately. That link.
Awesome. I'll definitely check that out. Anybody can check it out too. That's awesome. I'm glad that you shared this, because the more we share with each other in the group, and it's just, we're all here to help each other save a lot of time by not doing things manually.
Yes.
You do things manually, it drives me nuts. When I see someone doing something manually, I'm like, no.
Yeah, exactly. And I tell people all the time, like, wait, you're still doing that manually? Or even worse, you're paying someone to do that manually, because all they're doing too is sitting and waiting and watching files move. So Annette says she's been in the Facebook slammer often and she's not a spammer. So I mean, no matter what your intentions are, sometimes Facebook and their bots and all their algorithms see things as spam that are not spam, and they're blocking things. So again, just another reason to back everything up.
Yeah, totally. Okay, I wanna also, I think that was kind of I wish I can demo the full schedule. It's not fully working, but I wanted to just make sure you guys know that we're here. We're always making stuff. It's almost a approaching our 3rd year of Repurpose, and it's grown a lot. Like in terms of functionality, like what it can do compared to what it used to do before. Before it was just a podcast, YouTube, and upload a video to Facebook, and that was all I did. And now it's doing vertical videos, vertical podcasts, square, caption. Now we got a scheduler coming. So we got a lot of like this platform excites me. Like I love this, and I love the feedback from the users and what they want to see, and that's what's driving what we want. Like this request came in many times. Hey, I'd love to be able to schedule. I don't have time to go in on the day or in the morning of and click publish, but I don't want it to go right away. I'd love to have a scheduler, so that's what we're focusing on right now. So, but I do want to cover a couple of small things, almost like not really feature. Well, they're kind of features, but we made a big release about a month ago for when we added LinkedIn integration. But a lot of small things were added there that many people maybe didn't notice because we emphasized the LinkedIn part, but there were a lot of new things. So I want to just spend about 2-3 minutes just showing you a couple small things that might save your time and make your life a lot easier. Let me just quickly share my screen. And the first thing I wanted to show you, let me just cancel this for now, is this area here. So if you're stuck, you have a question, you're not sure about something, we made this section here where it's like the help. Question mark is help. We got a link to training videos, which takes you to our support site. So our support site, it's growing. All our live training, everything we do on here gets automatically published to our support site, thanks to one of our plugins, actually. So, we have FAQ sections. We have videos on how to add connections, workflows. So as we're continuously growing this, and then all our PDFs are here, our quick start guide, our workflow diagrams, that thing I showed you earlier with different sizes and lengths. So if you're stuck and you're not sure how to do something, right from Repurpose, click the question mark, go to your training videos, and you can even search. Where'd it go? Let's open it again. You can even search for a keyword, and it will pop up all the documentations. Let's say size or something. It helps you. It's got a decent search engine. So start here. Definitely happy. You'll be happy with some of the videos there. We're constantly adding more. If you need to reach out to us, you can always click here and reach out to our support as well. So I want to make sure there's this, but we're also available on our support site. And I showed you earlier that we have the cheat sheet diagram, which I showed you earlier. Quick, easy access from here. And then we also have the workflow diagrams. So these are updated maybe every few months. So we added LinkedIn the other day, well, the other month, I should say, and we updated this document. So if you have an old copy, you might want to come here and download the new one. So this one shows you all the things you can do with the Repurpose and which ones can go direct. And then which ones require you to go to Google Drive or Dropbox. So we're getting close. We're almost got them all direct, except for Instagram TV and IG. So my goal is to get them all and more in the future. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Make sure that you guys know that there is here, and if you want to reach out to support, you can click here direct. So that's something new. The other thing I wanted to show you, which is kind of cool, it's a great request, and is sometimes you make a workflow. And then you're like, I want to just copy that workflow and all the settings that I had on there. I don't want to recreate it again. I don't remember what colors I chose for my captions, etc. So you can now go from here and say duplicate. So you can duplicate a workflow, give it another name, part 2. I don't know. I'm not feeling creative today. And what it does is it makes the same workflow. Then you can go in and if you want to change where it's going to, like this one's going to Dropbox. Let's say I want to make one go to Google Drive. You can just edit the workflow from here and change some settings. But at least all the settings, the colors, the call to action text, keywords, everything is copied over. So when I go to view videos, just give it a second. It's building up a list of videos. All right, thank you. Then you would go to the gear icon, all the settings from before, square, all the color, are all there for you, so that you don't have to actually remember what they are and enter them again. So that's a great request that came in a while ago. Another thing we changed, which confuses people, is in the past, this gear icon was available on here. So but this page was getting a little cluttered. So we had to remove it and put it in the view video. So if you want to change settings for a workflow, you need to go inside view videos and then click the gear icon. It used to be here around here somewhere. And then the last kind of small thing about the interface is now we show you what's going on. This is a video to video. This is an audio to video. Because sometimes you make a workflow and you don't name it properly and you don't know what's going on. You're like, is this a video to video or is it audio to video or audio to audio? So this explains visually what's going on. This is the input and the output. So we're just trying to help make you a little more, make your life a little easier. And we're going to be continuously improving this page as well. I just want to see my clips here. There's a lot of stuff I went that last release.
Lots of new features.
Yeah, I just want to just highlight a couple of things. I think the duplicate was a big one. Oh, it's a small thing, but a big thing at the same time. In the past, anybody who's using Google Drive in the past was annoyed by this. When you make a workflow with Google Drive, and where there's an input or an output, let's say output, to choose a folder, it would spin forever because it was trying to load all your folders in a drop-down box. Now we changed the interface so that when you click this, it pops up. Oh, it says pop-up blocked. Hold on. Okay, I allow the block. So just go here. So now the interface for choosing a folder is a lot better.
Nice.
Before. Especially when you had a ton of videos, a ton of folders, it would just spin forever and people get frustrated. Why can't I pick a folder? So we changed that interface. I don't know why it's thinking for so long, but it's thinking. Okay. So the same for Dropbox as well. Like some people couldn't find their Dropbox folders. So we changed that interface to make it easier.
Nice.
Okay. Anyway, I'll let that do its thing. What else do we got that is worth mentioning? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it in terms of the obvious stuff. So I think we're good. We're adding, like I mentioned, we're always making the interface better, especially when it comes to the captions I showed earlier. Now we show you captions, caption files. You know which videos have captions, which ones don't, because in the past you wouldn't really know. Now you know how long the video is. So we're constantly making, so any feedback you have, just definitely send it over in the group, send it over to our support team, and definitely add it to the list.
Awesome. Laura, you're very welcome. We're so glad that you're here today. And Annette wants to know from Repurpose to LinkedIn, video must be to a company page, correct?
Yes, for now.
For now.
So we have in our support section, so repurpose.io/support, we have a video there that walks through the entire process, and it even shows you how to create a company page on LinkedIn. It's really easy. And so, yeah, don't worry about that. I'm sure they promised me, the support team promised me that it's coming, that they're working on it.
Awesome.
They couldn't give me a date, so it will come where you can publish to your personal feed directly.
Nice. So Taylor said she'd love to see a workflow library or place to share advanced workflows for specific outcomes. How to get maximum video reach, how to use multiple destinations for SEO, how to go from video to audio to transcript, etc. Happy to contribute to such a library if and when one exists.
So you're thinking like a training or more about like predefined workflows? Like meaning that you can just copy and paste, like pre-canned workflow that you can choose from. I'd love to talk about it.
Yeah. Taylor, do you want to clarify maybe the question so we understand exactly what you're looking for to see if that's even something that we can make happen?
It sounds like we need more training. Not more training, more guides. The workflow helps for sure. The workflow helps, but I think we need to add more.
And maybe like the canned one where you can just say do this one and then you choose, like it's already pre-set up maybe, and then you just choose your specific input and output, but the workflow itself, like the framework is there maybe.
I think that's what they're saying. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so she said not a training. Oops, sorry.
I think we both clicked the same time.
a predefined workflow or just a visual images. Yes, I think that would be
awesome. Yeah,
a really good idea for sure.
It's kind of like, I have a podcast. What do I do with my podcast?
Yeah. What are the options with the podcast? Because there's so many podcasts. Yeah, that's a really great point there.
Yeah, like they can just click it and then they can just assign their own connections to it. But the actual framework is there already for them, and it takes the thinking away. So just know I have a podcast. Here's what I need to do.
Yes.
Turn on these workflows. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a really slick idea for sure.
I love it.
Yeah, pre-canned workflow templates would be great. Awesome, Annette.
Yes.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. And if you have more ideas, drop them below. Send an email to Hanny. Let us know what it is that you're looking for, how we can serve you best, because these videos all came because of all the requests and questions that have been coming through. So this is a direct result of a request. So definitely, let us know what else you want to see it do. And if we can help you maximize what you're creating, for sure, we could dive into something like that too.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great feedback. And we love hearing it. Yeah. I mean, I can't promise everything will get done or what timeline, but
for sure,
the more we hear the same kind of feedback, the more we're like, all right, this is something we need to focus on.
Exactly. Seems like there's a lot of requests for, how can we best use SEO when we are repurposing videos? Like, how do we, like the whole more strategic ways to use our repurposed content, perhaps.
Yeah.
What I'm seeing. Yep. And then with data to show why the workflow is most effective could help too. Yeah. And I think for that one, Aaron, too, it's really, the idea here is to be able to create different pieces of content you can share on multiple platforms. So right now we're talking about multiplying. And I think what everyone's requesting now is really, okay, we have all this now, we're multiplying, but how do we really strategically get the most out of that when we're putting in the effort to create all these little micro pieces?
Yes. Yeah. I think we're at that stage now where in terms of getting data everywhere, it's, almost, I don't know, 90-something% automated right now. So it's more like, how do we what's the package that a podcaster would want, or someone who does video, or someone who does both. So some kind of pre-canned workflows, and also just some kind of more general guidelines on, and we just simply click from the interface, say, here's my profile. I'm a podcaster primarily. Boom. Here's what you need.
Yeah.
And why.
That'd be cool. Awesome. You guys are awesome today. Thank you so much for all of the questions and the incredible dialogue, helping each other. We love seeing this, and we love coming here every month and hanging out with you guys, because you make it so much fun to show you all the cool stuff that's happening, all the cool stuff that has been created as a direct result from all of your requests. So thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you guys, and thank you for showing up live, because we're here for you. We do this every month or 5 weeks. We try to do this.
5 to 6 weeks.
5 to 6 weeks. But yeah, we're here. We're gonna keep doing this into the new year. Next month we'll do one. I'm trying to slow down in December personally, but I still want to be here for you guys. So definitely do one in December before all the chaos of the holiday starts. Just keep sharing. And if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out.
Yeah. Awesome. And Hanny, thank you so much for always listening to our requests and making them happen. I know I've been a user of Repurpose now since pretty much the beginning, and to see where it was, like you mentioned earlier, it could do a couple of really cool things that I love, but now to see where it is, even just not even 3 years later. And I think I saw the post about we've reached 6,000 users now, which is so awesome. But just think of all the people out there who still are doing these things automatically. Let's help them out. Let's share the software, make sure we're helping our fellow entrepreneurs, because, it's hard enough to be out there doing your own thing. If we can lift each other up, that's even better.
Absolutely. And thank you, Young, for being here every week and for running the show. And I guess at this we'll close it off, and we will talk to everybody next month.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Have a great weekend.
Have a good day. Bye.